It's still just the beginning of 2026. Your new goals need new steps. New year, new kicks.
Wisdom is this special power that we can access to see the unseen, to speak the unspoken, to touch the intangible.
What up, everybody? Happy New Year. Happy 2026. I know we're a month in, but now is the time that I love to have a discussion like this because of all the hype that surrounds the new year can put us in a great mindset. But do we follow through? So now's a good time to do a check-in. Look, it wouldn't be a new year without some new changes, so I want to bring y'all some changes to the podcast. First of all, on my social media, you guys know is where I drop all the bars. And what I'm going to do starting this year is I'm going to designate a daily bar week because I want the bars to be on the daily. So I'm going to take a week. I'm going to take the first week of every month leading up to the first Saturday, all right? Sometimes it may be the end of the previous month and like midway through the first of the new month, the first week of the new month, depending on where it falls on the calendar. But that first week is always going to be daily bar week, and every day is when I'm going to drop one of the bars that we're going to talk about in the show. And then on the first Saturday, I'm going to move it from Friday to Saturday on the first Saturday of every month because I'm a Saturday morning cartoon kind of kid. On the first Saturday of every month, we're going to drop the podcast episode, and then I'll drop all the follow-up material throughout that month. But look, to get all the bars, remember, you want to make sure you follow me at Spence_4HIRE. Let's get into it. It's just the beginning of 2026. Your new goals need new steps. New year, new kicks. So I don't want to be like a wet blanket on anybody's like fire for a new year. At the beginning of the year, I dropped a song about fire called Never Satisfied. Our fire should never be satisfied. Our desire to win, to succeed, to do great things. So I don't want to be a wet blanket on that, but I do want to start off contesting one of the cliches that we often throw out at the beginning of a new year. All right, December 31st, ball drops, the confetti drops. We kiss the one that we love. We're excited. We go, you know what? This year right here, it's going to be my year, right? New year, new me. We love saying that. And let me just say, I think that's a great idea. I think every year you should capitalize off the enthusiasm and the excitement of a brand new 365. What a time to be alive. But I want to contest that a little bit. We love just saying new year, new me. And it's a great idea. The problem is that it only stays an idea. I mean, for real, if we're being honest, it's kind of a cliche. We make resolutions, we make all kind of goals, we get into the hype, we say it. And that's why I said I love checking in about 30 days into the new year, because really it only takes us like 2 weeks before we fall off on some new habit or some new step that we said we was gonna do for the new year, new us. That's why I like to say it like new year, new kicks. 2 reasons. 1, because I normally start off every new year with some new kicks. I dropped some Christmas music in 2025, and one of them was a song called New Kicks, New Year. And I say in there that I love being the easiest person to shop for. My family knows, my kids, my wifey, even my extended family, they know if you're trying to get Spence a gift, just come through with the kicks, baby. I'm going to be excited no matter what. And so I always start off every new year with some new kicks because my family always gets me new kicks for Christmas. But I like to say new year, new kicks because kicks mean feet and feet means steps. If we really want to be a new us, if we really want to take on a new year with new things and set new goals, we got to put actual steps to them. New year, new kicks. Your new goals need new steps. It's totally fine. It's a great idea to put a new you up on the vision board. New year, new you. But if we don't put steps to it, we know that it's going to fall through. We got to put actual steps to it. Look, if you believe in your dreams, then where's your list? Because a dream without a plan is only a wish. And Mark Batterson's probably not the original author of that quote, but he was the first person that I heard say it. A dream without a plan is only a wish. So today we'll talk about taking some new steps. And for real, new steps should sound just as exciting as just the cliche, new year, new me, making that declaration, putting new steps to it. But let's keep it 100. Even if we decide to take new steps, if we don't make a clear path for them, those steps can end up being just as useless. They can fall under the same uselessness as a cliche. If you don't have a clear path, you'll never move forward. So move everything out the way that's keeping you from going for it. How can we clear a path so that the new steps that we take aren't going to be hindered, nothing's going to be in the way? We're treading on new territory now, so we're going to need to make it as easy as possible. How can we clear a path for the new steps? Let me go back to the sneaker analogy. Have you ever had to downgrade a pair of kicks? See, I got a big collection, and I try to keep a lot of them forever, but for real, sometimes I'll be looking at some of them and just be like, you know what? I've been wearing these a good bit. I need to throw on a pair real quick just to go outside. And you know that the moment that you take them from like your starting roster and put them on to the second string and take them outside, when you go from like maybe stage work to yard work, it's downhill fast. And to the point where eventually those kicks either get thrown out or disregarded in some way. It doesn't mean that you stop buying kicks. It just means that that pair had to get out of the way to make room for new ones. That's what I do every year when I get new pairs. If I got something I ain't rocking with much anymore, I'll either donate them or I'll take them outside and do yard work. And by the time I do that, they done. Here's the point that I'm making. There's a reason why if you went on apartments.com that you're not going to see cemeteries listed. I know that's a no-brainer, but think about it. There can't be life where something is dead. You know, one of the paths that we may need to clear for ourselves for these new steps is to remove dead weight. It's totally okay for things in our life to die. We gotta move on from them. It's a natural part of the life cycle. And those can be anything from opportunities, previous dreams, goals, a major that we were pursuing, a relationship, an ideal. If it's time for something to die, we need to let it die and move on from it. You can't linger around hoping that it's still gonna be alive. That's almost like hanging out in the tombs or hanging out in a cemetery. I know that kind of sounds a little morbid, but for real, that's how devastating it can be if we hold on to dead weight in our life, trying to make it stay alive when it just needs to go, it just needs to fade away. If we let that fade away and let it pass, it'll clear a new path for us to take new steps. Look, think of it this way. If something in your life has a shelf life, it's so you can have more life. Even good things. If you're a person of faith, you might say it like this. You might say, I had to let go of some good things so that I can get some God things. I had to let go of some good things so that I can step into some great things. If something in your life had a shelf life, it's so you can have more life. Let me give you an example. For a while, I was rocking a really good side hustle for a good bit, a couple years back, right? And it was bringing extra money in our pocket, paying for vacations. It was a really nice gig, and I loved doing it. It was great. But there came a point where I started to get a little frustrated with it. It was taking up more time than I wanted it to. Every time I had to do one of the little tasks to get ready for like the next gig, it was just like, it was stress. I didn't look forward to it no more. And there were so many other things in my life that I wanted to succeed at. And although it was a good thing, when COVID came, COVID knocked out all the gigs that I had for 2020. So when that happened, I just made the decision. It was a tough decision too. I'm just gonna let this go. I want to get further in these areas. I want to do some new things, so I gotta let this go. I gotta let it die. And it did. It did die, and it made a clear path for me to step into more things like this. I wasn't doing this podcast, and I really wanted to have the time and the opportunity to create content like this. But what I was doing previously, even though it was good, it was weighing me down. It was time for it to die. So it's okay that things in your life die if they have to make a clear path for you to take new steps. But when it dies, you gotta let it go. Like, I heard, I'm not gonna say this is fact, you can fact check me on this because I'm not really sure about the source that I got it from, but I read somewhere that orcas, like killer whales, I read that they will carry around a calf that died. They'll carry around a dead calf for weeks because they just can't let it go. That's what we can do sometimes with things that need to die in our life. We can hold on to them. If it's time for it to go, it's time for it to go because it's time for you to go. If something had a shelf life, it's because you are about to have more life. Let it go, let it die, clear the path. So how do you know? How do you know if something might need to die or not? How do you know if something has reached its shelf life? Chances are when it's getting towards the end of being helpful for you, it'll start to cry out, or you will start to cry out, like losing something, like pain. It'll cry out. It'll cry out with being more hurtful than helpful. It will be more frustrating than fruitful. It will do more harm than good. They say in life that you've got to take the bitter with the sweet, but that's normally under circumstances where the sweet outweighs the bitter, and the bitter just keeps you anchored, keeps you appreciating the sweet. When it's flipped though, and when something is causing more frustration to you than it is being fruitful. It could be a sign. You at least need to examine whether this is something you need to hold on to or not. Again, think it could be a job. It could be a second job. It could be a relationship. Those are tough, right? It can even be a dream. We have dreams that come to us that we try to succeed at and achieve, but sometimes we outgrow them or they change. That's cool. You can let it die. And some of the symptoms you're looking for about the cry out, look for the cry out that's coming out of you. Are you misplacing anger and frustration? Taking things out on other places? I was doing that. I was losing appreciation for some of the other things in my life because this thing over here was demanding more out of me than I wanted to, and it was making me cry out. I was getting frustrated. Does it cause anxiety, fear? Are you losing appreciation? Those are symptoms. Now, maybe it could just be that you've lost appreciation. You got to get that back. But if you examine it and you find out that this is becoming more heavy than helpful, you might need to let it go. You might need to let it die. It's time to move on, clear the path, take new steps. And once you clear your mind and your life of the clutter and the excess and the weight and the frustration from things that needed to die, once that's done, you'll see the clear path. You'll be excited to step and take new steps. And one of the first things that you need to take control of when you get a clear path to take new steps is you got to take back control of your time. They say time is money. Money can be invested. Do you invest your time or does it just fade away uncontested? When you take a look at your time, you want to analyze it. You want to evaluate it. You want to take a time inventory. You want to look at your life throughout a week, your daytime, your evening time, your early morning time, those type of things. What gets your time? Now, if you got a family and a full-time job and you're a student, you're going to know what's eating up most of your time. This is all the more important for you to check. What about the ones I'm not committed to? What's getting that time? I'm all about unwinding, chilling, relaxing. I know right where Netflix is on my TV, reading, all those things. But when you analyze your time, you really got to look and see what's getting most of it, what's getting most of your free time, and is a good chunk of that going to something that's productive or producing something that you want in your life. If you got a new you, is that time slot where you're supposed to be making a clear path to take real steps, new steps to becoming that new you. A lot of this is going to fall on where your time is going. So analyze your time. I'm sure that as you analyze your time, you will look at the time slots that you have or the available time within that slot, and you will see that you probably have way more time than what you've been utilizing to put on your clear path to take new steps, but you're gonna have to make the changes. You're gonna have to see just how much time you have there and be intentional with it. Here's 3 questions that you wanna ask yourself when you look at your time, when you look at what you're doing with your life, when you look at the 2026, new year, new you, the clear path with new steps. Here's some questions you wanna ask yourself of whether or not you're really taking real steps towards the new you that you want. The first thing is what do I need to keep doing? Look at your time, look at what you do, and be honest. What's producing good things? What's getting results? What things are carrying you towards your goals? Like I said, if you started school in the fall or in the spring semester coming up, that's productive. That's good. You want that. That's probably taking you towards a step that is towards the new you. Maybe you started a new side hustle. Like I let one go, but maybe you're trying to step into one. One of the tensions for me that I had with that side hustle, it was growing so much that I either needed to step into it full time or I needed to let it go or cut it back. So I decided to let it go, to do other things. That may not be your case though. There may be time for you to take one on. Maybe that's what you have happening in those spaces. You could be working on your side hustle right now, bringing in more income, or working on the career change to be your own boss one day. Look at what you do. Is it producing the results that you need to become the new you that you want, to take the new steps that you want? Look at what you need to keep doing and keep doing it. And don't let anything get in the way. Don't let anything hinder that clear path with new steps. Not at all. Second question's tougher. The first one was what do you need to keep doing? Next one, what do you need to stop doing? This is where you need to look and see what's crying out in your life. Are you relaxing too much? You need to relax. You need to chill. You need TV time. You do. But you know your limits. You know how much you need to unwind, to decompress, to refocus. What do you need to stop doing? Maybe there's a relationship that gets too much of your time. Sometimes we don't want to be mean to the people that we love and don't know how to tell them, look, I only got an hour today. Or yo, I can't kick it this week, right? But do you need to stop? Do you need to stop just letting people control your time? What do you need to stop doing? What activities, what habits, what hobbies? What do you need to stop? Last one. What do you need to start doing? You can see it. You've known. You know how to get to that new you that you want. You know exactly where it's at. You know what steps to take. You've cleared the path. Take the steps. What do you need to start doing? Pick up the book, shoot the email, make the meeting, write up the plan. What is it? What do you need to start doing? What do you need to keep doing? What do you need to stop? And what do you need to start? Now let me go to that. What do you need to start? Let me give you a couple, ideas or maybe like primers that might help you. If you kind of looking at yourself saying, I don't know what I need to start. I just know I don't want to be here. Well, let me just give you a couple things to think about. When you think about new steps, what new person do you need to meet this year? Is there somebody that you need to connect with? Is there a mentor? Is there someone to collaborate with? Is there another artist? Is there a teacher? Is there someone you need to pour into? Who's the new person that you need to meet this year in 2026 that you haven't met yet? And maybe you don't know who that is, but maybe you just know what need or what help they will be. And they haven't really come into your radar yet, but you'll find them if you're looking for the new steps. What new person? What new place do you need to go? If you kind of go to the same places all the time, that's cool. But again, I like how Batterson said it. A change of place, change of pace, change of perspective. Placing yourself somewhere new, even if it's just a place of business you've never gone to in your hometown or in your city yet, going there can prime some new ideas. It's an actual new step. The new steps will produce more new steps. So what new place do you need to go to? What new skill do you need to learn this year? What's the skill that will help you get from where you're trying to get to? Could be something simple, could be something complex that require. It could be something simple, could be something more complex, something that requires like a degree that you need to get started on, or it could just be someone that you need to connect with and learn how to do something, learn how to use your computer more, learn AI. What new skills, what new information, what new things do you need to learn this year? And lastly, what new personal discipline do you need to start? Let me start with my people of faith, because I'm a person of faith myself. What new spiritual discipline do you need to start in your life? Maybe you don't reflect long enough, or work on your prayer time, or like digging into your scriptures or the things that you believe in, or just what disciplines. Maybe you need quiet time into your life. Maybe you need different reading material, or maybe you just need unplug habits, like a day where you take the entire first half of the day and just unplug from all your technology, or eating better, or physical activity. What new self-discipline do you need to take on this year? Guys, these are real steps. New year, new kicks, new steps. Don't let the dream you have of having a great 2026 just be a dream. Put a plan to it. Don't just let it be a wish. A dream without a plan is only a wish. And then once you have the plan, take the steps. Put the action to it. Because you wrote down the plan. Now don't put it off till later. Because a plan without action is just a piece of paper. Some of the bars in the podcast today, including that one, was inspired by a book called Plan Your Year Like a Millionaire by Rachel Rogers. Look, this is a dope book about managing your time, being hyper-focused, intentional with your time at millionaire level. Look, even if your goals aren't about financial or trying to be a millionaire, this book will make you feel like a millie by taking control of your time and being intentional with it. I'm telling you, that time piece is the one place that will help you clear the path to take the new steps you're trying to take. All right. Now, you guys know that I always rep Audible. I would not be able to take in all the information that I do for this podcast or other things in my life if I weren't able to take as many books in as possible, and I couldn't do it without Audible. So I'm always going to shout out Audible. I'm always going to shout out my Beats and my AirPods, because that's where I'm listening to the books. So I always put the Audible link to the book in the description. So her book, How to Plan Your Year Like a Millionaire, is in the description. I'm also going to put one of her other ones, Six-Figure Side Hustle. Like I said, maybe it is time for you to pick up a side hustle. I'll let one go, but maybe it's time for you to pick one up. Because honestly, I just put some other ones in there in place of that one. But it's all about the time management. The time is holding the keys to the clear path of your new steps for the new you in the 2026. Let's get it. Having a plan is wise. And wisdom will help you set a high bar for that plan. And the daily bar is going to help you set a high bar on your mind and keep it there with a rhyme. Peace, y'all. Till the next episode.
For more content, original music, and speaking and coaching services, hit me up at my website, spence4h.com.